Good morning, class. So I am here, your Rajni ma'am, and will continue with the first chapter, that is matter in our surrounding. In that we were in the now today we will do with the topic that is measurement of temperature. So we will do this topic. Okay, now what is temperature? Now the temperature is a measurement of any substance, that how hot or cold it is. So with that we measure the temperature of any substance. Now we know the importance of temperature in the state of matter. The temperature is one of the factor which decides the state of matter. We already know that. Okay, so now we know that there are the three scales by which the temperature can be measured. What are these three scales? Fahrenheit, Celsius and Kelvin. So if you will see these three scales of the temperature, so at 32 degree Fahrenheit the water freezes, and between 32 to 202 degree Fahrenheit the water remains in a liquid state, and after that the water changes state into the gaseous state, that is vapor. So the state changes after this temperature. Okay, in the case of the Celsius starts at 0 degree Celsius the water freezes, and above 0 degree to 100 degree Celsius the water remains into the liquid state, and above that the water changes into gaseous state. Same way here with the Kelvin also, at 273 degree Kelvin the water remain in the liquid state, that is water. Below that it changes into the ice form, that is solid, and above this 373 degree Kelvin the water changes into vapor state. Fine. So we know that this is the temperature. So where the water changes the state, it's become the gaseous state, vapor form. In this temperature range the water remains in the liquid, and below this the water changes into the solid state, that is it converts into ice form. So if you will see this, so you can find it's divided into 180, it is divided into 180 units between 32 to 212 Fahrenheit. In the Celsius 0 to 100 is divided into 100 units, and in 273 to 373 Kelvin is divided into 100 units. Dear students, just see that for the Fahrenheit and Celsius we used to write degree, but in the case of Kelvin we are not writing degree. Now let's talk about the absolute zero. Now see what happens, after this temperature the liquid changes into solid state, and we know that in the case of solid state the vibration is least. So it's not there that the molecules are not vibrating. Below this temperature the molecules vibrate, but when it's come to the absolute zero the vibration stops in that matter. So now the Kelvin is, why Kelvin is considered as the best? Because there is no negative value in the Kelvin. In the Kelvin there is no negative value, that's why the Kelvin is considered as a best to measure. Now let's see the relation between these two. Okay, so how we will find the relation? Because in the exam also it comes to convert Fahrenheit into Celsius and Celsius into Kelvin, like this it comes. So how, let's see the relations. So you can easily, with that relation you can convert the one scale of temperature into another scale of temperature. So let's see. Now to make it 0, we'll start from this. To make it 0, this is 32 degrees, so let's make it 0. How we will make it 0? So we will minus 32, Fahrenheit minus 32, then it will become 0. And how many units are there? So it is 180 units. Now for the Celsius, to make it 0, already it is 0, but if we want to make it 0, minus 0, and how many divisions are there? 100. Here in the Kelvin, to make it 0, we will minus 273, and how many divisions are there? 100. So if you will solve that, 5, 9, so it will come minus 32 by 5 equal to C minus, sorry, this will be your 9 and this will be 5 equal to Kelvin minus 273. So if we will cancel this and this, so your relationship will come that Celsius is equal to Kelvin minus K minus 273 degrees. So just see, and till here we will